Welcome to the post show here at the Abu Dhabi Longboard Classic, presented by Modon. We're making history today. The first professional surf event in this brand new facility. First professional surf event in the United Arab Emirates. And today didn't come without some drama and some shakeups. Stop number 3 on the World Longboard Tour. Welcome to the set, Kaipo Girl, Carla Zamora, Matt Chinoski. And we had, like I said, some upsets today as we look at our top 10 coming into this event. Remember, 8 men qualify for the World Championships over in El Salvador. Only 4 spots left, and we had some surprising results today as we looked at our opening round. Let's take a look at our top 10 coming in to today and see what changes we had here. Carla, look at that. Grayed out are some of our top seeds coming in here, unable to advance out of the opening round.
Yeah, some heavy hitters knocked down. Taylor Jensen, Ben Skinner. I think Ben went in with his opening ride super strong and then not able to pull it together on the left. And one of my favorites of the evening was definitely John Michael.
And we have a look there. Kevin Skvana and Kylas Flynn out. So it means Declan Wyden will move up, and he's secured pretty much that spot in the final 8, but he'll want to go a lot further.
Well, one of the surprises. Well, I wouldn't call it a surprise, Carla, because he's a former world champ. Steven Sawyer was able to defeat the number 1 seed in the way of Taylor Jensen in a high-scoring matchup. Let's take a look at a side-by-side comparison, Carla, of Steven and Taylor in that heat on the left.
It's been such an exciting day. I almost forgot about this heat. This was so spectacular. You can see the comparison here of Taylor and Stevie. Stevie getting the nod with the just tight nose rides, really staying deep in that pocket. And then really where it came down to was this barrel ride. He's able to cleanly make it through, comes out of it, and then he connects it with another nose ride. Still solid surfing from Taylor, but just not able to get the scores together in order to keep him in that top position.
Yeah, you feel like that surfing from Taylor would have been well and truly enough to get him through any other heat. But he's up against an on-fire and really intricate surfing there of Stevie, showcasing real niche traditional longboard surfing. And it came down to it, and the judges gave Stevie the nod.
Talked to Stevie after this heat, and I said, hey, great job. And Stevie said, you know what? I got to win this thing. And so that is what his mindset is. He needs to win this event to go for another world title, another South African. That is kind of a new name, Matt. Sam came over Ben Skinner, Sam Christiansen, in that opening round, which was really a surprise for Ben Skinner. Just needed a small score to turn the heat, wasn't able to do it. Consistent
for Sam, and he's been fairly consistent throughout the year, but big scores have eluded him, and they did elude him in this heat, but it was the consistency that got the win. Clean surfing, and I think there's something with the South Africans. They're both riding fairly piggy boards, narrower noses, and they fit tight in the pocket, and that's kind of been the difference for Stevie and for Sam as well. And this is that 833 for Ben Skinner. Amazing. He was able to punch through the chandelier, not once, but twice. Really technical surfing. Garnered him the second highest single wave score of the day. But the left, he couldn't back it up, and Sam could.
Yeah, Sam was able to back it up with that left. And as you said, Ben, such a wonderful surfer. I really kind of had him in to win, perhaps, just because he's somebody that can approach that barrel really well.
This was a telling tale. Just needed over a 3-point ride to turn the heat, and under the pressure, Skinner goes down. But we're going to see Skinner. We'll see Big Ben in the Surf City El Salvador World Longboard Championships. Will he be joined by Sam Christiansen? Time will tell as we move on to the next round. We know for sure Sam Christiansen moving on into the quarterfinals.
Yeah, missed opportunity there for Ben Skinner as well. Just the 2.5 as the backup. Super uncharacteristic for Skinner.
So those are some of the upsets today. We saw some of the favorites also come through. We just saw Kai Salas advance into the quarterfinals. But now, time, Carla, it's always my favorite time of the day, where we get to go down our top 5 moments opening day of the Abu Dhabi Longboard Classic, presented by Modon. And in the number 5 spot, even though he didn't advance out of this heat, showed us great prowess on the left. This is Kevin Skvana.
And you notice how he doesn't use his hands in that tube riding there, and he has really purposeful hands, but then also connects it with the solid nose rides as well.
Yeah, 817 on this. It was chasing a high 8, but it wasn't enough. But he was stoked to come out of that, at least being able to showcase what he's made for.
Number 4, Johnny the Ripper. That's John Michael Van Hohenstein, Matt, with an 8.17 on this right-hander.
Yeah, and just throwing everything in the bag at this thing. You see how deep he gets in the tube there. Not grabbing the rail. He's had some unique tube rides throughout his campaign here, but I tell you what, that one's super technical, and he even managed a couple of nice drop knee slashes as well.
Johnny the Ripper on to the quarterfinals with a great opening round performance. Number 3, the Japanese surfer, Carla, Kai Hamase with an 8.33 on this left.
I think Kai is one that we all really need to watch out for. He's kind of this dark horse, and he's got amazing style. He clearly has some tube riding prowess, and I think that's what's really setting the athletes apart, is how they set up for the tube.
Yeah, of the lighter surfers, the smaller frame surfers, Kai Hamase was a standout as well. He was really intricate with his footwork, and you're right, Carla, he's definitely one to watch, much like Edouard Del Pero was in 2021 at Le Mans.
Number 2, he didn't advance out of this heat, but he made a splash with an 8.33, Matt. Big Ben Skinner on this right hand.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Just he was able to do something no other surfer was able to get done, and that was just to punch through the chandelier. You'll see it here. The biggest, heaviest surfer in the draw. Watch him just punch through this section here. The wave breaks on his board, punches through it, and this next one gets a nose ride. He steps back, and that puts him in the perfect time for this little cut down. Lines it up, and this wave had a really good inside bowl, timed it perfectly, little head dip.
Number 1, Carla, highest scoring wave of the day, the Aussie, Declan Whiten, with an 8.37 on this right-hander.
Declan really is a great example of putting all of those elements together, and he uses traditional aesthetic too. He gets the tube ride, takes care of business, but he also throws in those really nice drop knees. He gets solid nose rides, and he's always doing clean footwork.
Yeah, can see elements of Hull Ingleby and, say, Tony Silvani, real workman-style performance, but his wave timing and the way he's adjusting the board up and down 1, 2, and 3 parts of the wave is incredible, and the judges are eating it up.
Yeah, looking strong, Declan Whiten. Well, thank you, Carla. Thank you, Matt, and what a great day. We're going to repeat this again tomorrow. Oh, wait a minute. Let's just get some final thoughts from you before we roll into the end of the day highlights there, Matt.
Well, I think there was a lot of different waves today, and I think it was really cool how the surfers were able to surf, instead of that accumulative format, they're surfing a heat-by-heat scenario. I think it suited the judging really well, and keeps us on our toes as viewers as well.
Yeah, Carla, your thoughts?
I think it's so exciting to be here in a different venue. Like you said, we had different waves. Even though it's a mechanical wave, it's surprising how different each wave can be, and it's been great to see these surfers really show us their talent.
But hey, no closeouts.
No closeouts, yeah.
Well, the women are going to be in the basin tomorrow. We're going to be starting off with women's opening round. That's going to be 11 a.m. local time here as we set up. And that's going to continue with the women's opening round. Then we're going to get into the men's quarterfinals, Matt. We'll be under the lights once again. So we're going to have daytime and nighttime surfing tomorrow.
It's not very often where we sign out of these post shows and say good night, and that's it's very unique, and we love it. Longboarders being put on a pedestal, they're being shown the world here, the 5-star red carpet treatment, and they're eating it up, and I hope the viewers are as well.
Yeah, what a tremendous facility that we have here. The hospitality's been over the roof. Hey, with that, enjoy the end of the day highlights. Tune in tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. local time, to run competition again. Day number 2 here at Surf Abu Dhabi. Bye.